Well, I cover in great depth product research in the AOE training program. So I'm not going to go into that because I've laid out my explicit step-by-step strategy in the AOE training, and I don't really feel that there's anything else I can add to it in terms of the strategy. What I can give you is some nuances for you to think about personally that could affect your current situation. And we are on protein powder, so I guess that's a good place to consider to start. So first thing to consider is your actual budget. There is a world of difference between launching a protein powder on Amazon and launching, I don't know, an organic grass-fed protein powder on Amazon. Now, why is that the case? Simply put, the amount of competition that exists. So the more competition on Amazon, the more money it's going to cost you to launch. The more competition on Amazon, the more money it will cost you to launch, because you've got to give away more product, you've got to get more reviews, you need to do more work on your launch strategy to rank in the search engine's results page. So a SERPs, let's use the right terminology. So you've got to rank in the search engine's results page, which is what this is. It's going to cost you more money to rank. So that ought to be a factor for you to consider when you're considering what to sell. How much money have you got? Time, of course, is also another factor that you should definitely consider as well. And the other thing that is more of an advanced strategy, so think this through. Let's think this through. So here is organic or protein powders. Okay, so let's just do this search. So this is a search for organic protein powder. Let's just do a search for protein powder. Now I cover this a heap, but let's just refresh it and refresh our thought process, and I'll see if I can give you some other things to think about too. So protein powder. There is loads and loads of money to be made selling protein powders. Therefore, lots and lots of people try and sell protein powders. Okay? And there are lots of searches for protein powders too. Let's just go to merchant words. Let's see how many people search for protein powder. So in the USA, there are 3.5 million searches per month for protein powder. So that is, by any stretch of the imagination, a lot of people searching. However, what if we did grass-fed protein powder? Let's do that. Grass-fed protein powder. There we go. So, still, got some good competition here. Let's just go over and check here, grass-fed protein powder. And we've got some good search volume, 197,000, close to 200,000 searches per month. So, the point is this, ranking on page 1 in position 1 for the search term grass-fed protein powder is going to be much cheaper to do because there's less competition than ranking on the search engine results page on the SERPs for just protein powder, which has got a lot more competition and also a lot more searches. So it's going to be cheaper going after grass-fed protein powder. However, here's where it gets interesting. So 197,000 searches for that particular thing. Let's just go back and search for protein powder. To, what did we say? 3.5 million for this particular search term. So here's where it gets interesting. So to be on page 1, position 1, which is that one right there, position number 1, they're all sponsored. We ignore those for this particular demonstration. To be in that place, there's 3.5 million possible buyers for your product. But you could probably say to be in this place would also make you a lot of money too. To be in this place, oops, that's sponsored. To be in this place would also make you a lot of money too. So When you are considering your launch strategy, let's just give you an advanced thing to think about now for all the advanced folks on the call. When you're considering your launch strategy, consider it in light of where you are aiming to get your product in the search engine results page. Because sometimes, and oftentimes, you don't need to be in posse number 1 to make a lot of money. You can be posse number 10 and still make a lot of money. And to get there is much, much cheaper than to get there. It's much cheaper than to get there. So you can aim for a particular spot, and that will be another way of ranking for a very, very competitive search term like protein powder, but doing it in such a way it's not going to break your budget. So, Monica, lots and lots to think about there. But the bottom line is there are the most important factors when it comes to considering your product is how much money you've got and how much time you've got. So your product, you can pretty much make money selling most things on Amazon, but they are an important factor in terms of what you're actually looking to achieve as well. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.